Are you feeling stuck? Like your business just isn't working, your content isn't getting any traction, and you'll never be financially free? That was me just a few short years ago. Now I've realized that this crazy real estate journey has been more than worth it. I've been full-time in real estate for the last 3.5 years and a part-time content creator for the last 18 months. I've been able to help so many homeowners as well as team members transform their lives through real estate. Since starting in real estate, I've been able to acquire 90 doors within the last 2 years as an owner of my business, not an employee. Build 3 successful teams and do a referral-based business using free social media platforms. I can't wait to share with you all everything from the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows. Today, I'm going to speak from the heart. Be sure to stay tuned for this entire video so you don't miss any of the amazing tips and golden nuggets that I'm going to share with you today. Hey everybody, my name is Jael and I am no different from you. I literally started with no clients, no business experience, and also no experience in front of the camera. I was super nervous to get started on YouTube, but I started in real estate first. In 2021, I made a decision that I was not going to quit. Once you make a decision to start a business that you're passionate about, make sure that you make a vow to yourself that no matter how hard it gets, you're not going to give up. That is literally the only difference between people who are massively successful and people that never make it anywhere in life. It's literally the will to keep going no matter what the circumstances are. I've had the opportunity to see that things that I perceived as failures became great lessons learned or even a huge win that I wasn't expecting. But that all comes from grit, determination, and never giving up. So if you want to be along and a part of this journey with me, make sure you click that subscribe button so that you can see everything from beginning to end. And if you want to be someone that gets involved with our team, which is nationwide, or become a real estate agent in the DMV, I'd be more than happy to help you. So let's start in 2020 because I don't want to bore you guys to death with my backstory. In 2020, a lot of us were bored at home and trying to figure out what we were going to do with our lives. Before that, I had tried several different businesses, but guess what? I gave up on all of those because I didn't have a passion for them. So in 2020, a lot of us had a lot of time to just think and decide exactly what was our next move when the world got back going. So during COVID, I decided that I was going to go ahead and get my real estate license. So in 2020, I did a lot of studying, a lot of soul searching, a lot of goal setting to figure out exactly what I was going to do. I had no college degree, although I went for years, and I also had no desire to work for anyone else. I've never had a desire to work for other people. I've always had an entrepreneur mindset, but I just didn't know anything about what business to get into or what businesses made sense for the things that I loved. So as I started studying for my real estate license, I realized that real estate could be a catalyst for me to pursue my other dreams like fashion and acting and all of those things that I started with before. And little did I know I would actually fall in love with real estate as the main goal, as the big dream to help so many other people along the way. I started with my Maryland license and I got licensed in January of 2021. And then shortly after, in March 2021, I passed the Virginia license as well. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, and I love the Virginia real estate market. And I also am very familiar with Washington, D.C. and Maryland. If you're not familiar with the DMV, Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Maryland are like 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from each other, depending on where you're located. So I can service all 3 of these areas easily and get to all 3 markets super quickly. So after passing my licensing and my course, I thought, oh, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to get wealthy being a real estate agent. But guess what I didn't realize? I didn't have any clients. You need a book of business before you can get started in any business. And you also need to be thinking about how can I gain and acquire clients? Who are my target clients? And like I told you guys before, I had no business experience at all. So I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I vowed to myself I will not give up. My first year of real estate was super difficult. I only sold one house. I literally gained my knowledge from reading books. And I started with the book, My First Year in Real Estate. And that book gave me excellent strategies to start generating leads for someone who has no clients, no sphere of influence looking to work with them. And that was me. I was clientless, and I really, really wanted to do well in real estate and make my family proud, make myself proud. But I did not get any traction until 6 months into my first year. So I made no money. But mind you guys, I'm already $2,500 to $5,000 in the hole from getting 2 licenses at once, taking exams, paying for books, joining a brokerage, getting headshots done, business cards, which they provided for me. But you also pay for some of your own marketing to start out fresh and to make sure that you have a great foundation. So really, you can get started for as little as $1,000, but with everything that I needed to do and catch up on, I was about $5,000 in the hole. So it was urgent for me to start doing well, especially after a time like 2020 during COVID. So after the first 3 months of figuring out how I would generate leads, I started cold calling. Mind you guys, I started with $0 of my own. I had people that supported me and made sure that I could get started in real estate. So I used several different email addresses to start getting dialer systems and doing free trials on platforms to find out which dialer system I would use to cold call expired listings. Now, expired listings are sellers who actually put their home on the market and it didn't sell the first time, so it comes off the market as an expired listing, meaning I already know this person wants to sell. They tried to sell, and for one reason or another, the home did not sell. More than likely, this person still wants to sell their home. Major opportunity there. But don't forget, guys, I have no experience, never sold a home before, never ran a successful business before. But guess what? I said I wasn't going to quit. I found a script. I found a great dollar system that I liked, and I committed to calling every day for hours and hours and hours. And I messed up so many times, but guess what? These people don't know me and I don't know them. I hung up and I called the next number. So then I decided to go 90 days straight with cold calling and making sure that I called. I even called on Saturdays and Sundays, which come to find out are great days to call people. So even if you're not in real estate and you're calling for business, for any business that you're in, call people on Saturdays and Sundays. They'll be happy to talk to you and you won't have to fight around when they could possibly be at work. No matter when you call somebody, you're always going to be interrupting their day. So make sure that when you call, you're prepared, you have a script, and you know exactly what you want to do. So after cold calling for 90 days, I actually got 4 signed listing agreements within 1 month. I got my first listing that took me months and months to sell in the city of Baltimore. But come to find out, that homeowner actually owns 6 other properties, 1 multi-million-dollar property in Arlington, Virginia, and an estate and a farm in Front Royal, Virginia that was several acres that she actually invited myself and my fiance over to be with her family, and we met for the first time. I got this listing virtually. This seller lived out of state, and she actually owned several properties within the DMV area. So I got really lucky on my first listing, but guess what? She already had a dedicated agent, so she gave me the one that 2 other agents tried to sell unsuccessfully. I came in as the 3rd agent and got her $15,000 over asking price for that property. But it took me 3 months to sell. So finally, at the end of August, I closed my first real estate transaction. And mind you, the year is almost over. And it was a very low transaction, so I walked away with $5,000 my first year in real estate. Talk about wanting to give up after you thought you would get rich in your first year. But guess what? I didn't. I went on to continue cold calling, and I got 4 other signed listing agreements within the next few months. And none of those sold because I was getting properties under contract that just weren't going to sell, that the owner wanted too much. And one of them I actually got under contract and got a cash offer, and the seller ghosted me. And guess what, guys? That listing came back around the next year. So never give up. You don't know what the journey is going to entail. And that listing that came back the next year, I was actually able to help that seller out of a reverse mortgage situation that nobody else could. So then a light bulb went off for me. I realized that my goal is to help people out of situations that nobody else wants to deal with. Because as a new agent, people are like, why would I give you the sale? My biggest asset is my house. Why would I trust you to sell it with no experience rather than an agent that's selling several homes in my neighborhood? And that was a challenge that new agents face. That is a challenge that new agents are going to face. And to find a way to overcome it is saying, what are you good at? What is your expertise? What is your superpower? And my superpower is figuring out difficult problems and finding a way to solve them creatively. And I was able to help that man out of the reverse mortgage situation, get him to walk away with zero debt in his name after almost losing a home that he paid off in 30 years. And once I completed that transaction, there was no better feeling than helping someone that felt helpless, especially a veteran of our country that was over the age of 80. So that was super exciting and super eye-opening. Real estate is solving problems and helping people. And once I realized that I needed to help more people, I made way more money in real estate. The second book that I used as my guide is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Because no matter how much money we make, if you don't know how to manage money, there is nothing that you're going to be able to do to keep that money. So money management consists of so many things like investments, savings, education, play account, an account for your expenses. There's so many things that you need to know. And learning how the wealthy think and how the wealthy manage and use money to make them more money changed my life completely. As well as reading that book month after month and studying and learning the ways of the wealthy, I also used Louise Hay's positive affirmation video and listened to that every single day. Because if we have self-defeating thoughts and our mindset isn't right, you're going to give up in any business that you try to do. So with a positive mindset and saying, today's going to be great. Today I'm going to get a new client. Today I'm going to learn something new that's going to enhance my business and my skills to help more people. That shift in mindset and how you wake up, that is going to make all the difference in what you do throughout that day. Then the third thing that I added was meditation. I always thought it was silly. People are like, oh, you need to meditate. You're too wound up. And you're just saying, no, I'm just going to work harder. I'm just going to keep going. Without meditation and mental clarity and positive audio and reading books that can expand your thinking, your money isn't going to expand. Your life isn't going to expand. Your family isn't going to feel the benefits of being around someone as positive and as kind and as loving as you. It changes everything. So with that mindset training and reading and learning things that people will never tell you, most things in books, no one will ever tell you. You need to open a book and read it or listen to an audiobook. Because I was so interested in learning, I actually average about 15 books a year that I'm putting into my knowledge base and learning from, as well as YouTube videos. There's a lot of free information on there. Just make sure that you filter through and watch multiple videos on each subject so you can know what pieces you need to take from the video and what pieces to dispose of. There are 6 steps once I look back at my journey so far that were very, very imperative to my success, as well as to the success of our teams and to the success of other people that I've been able to help do the same thing as myself. The first step is to brainstorm. You need to visualize. You need to see exactly what it is that's important to you in your life and figure out what you need to have more time to do that thing that's important. For me, family is important. Travel is important, and I need money to do that. I need to be able to take care of the people that I love and be able to have the money to travel and stay in the places that I want to. And what I figured out after brainstorming on where I want to be and what I want to do is that I could do that through real estate. There's no cap on my income in real estate. I can make as much money as I want as long as I put in the time and effort to do so. So for me, that was super exciting. Whereas some jobs that we have, you'll never make more than a certain amount. And if you know that going in and the economy is constantly going up, there's inflation, prices are rising, home values are rising, how will you ever be able to meet your goals and still afford to pay all of your bills? So I think it's important for us to stop and to really think about what makes the most sense for our lives. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm saying that what is the other thing that you can start working on that you're passionate about part-time while you still have your job until that passion evolves into something that can replace your job. That's what I want you to think about. It's never too late. It's never too early. The timing is always going to be right for when it is your time to start. The second thing that I realized I needed to do was to set clear, concise goals. Goal setting is super duper important. Not only for, daily, weekly, monthly. I started with the big picture. Where do I want to be in 20 years? Then I narrowed it down to 5. Then I did a 3-year plan and then a 1-year plan. This is not something that you're going to do overnight. This is something that while you're brainstorming, you're really thinking about what does your life look like in 20 years? And once you figure that out, then you start writing that out and dreaming big. Don't dream small. Dream as big as you need to. And when you put things on paper and write it out, it actually makes it come to fruition. When I look back at what I wrote for my 1, 2, 3-year plan, all of that has happened already and more. And I know that my 5-year plan is going to be right around the corner and on track. So after you have those big ideas and those big plans, you want to then go to the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. And you want to stick to those plans because what you do every single day grows. It's called the compound effect. That's an audiobook on YouTube that you can listen to. And it actually reigns true from every single aspect of your life. The compound effect is very powerful. So make sure you read that. Another audiobook that I listen to on YouTube is Eat That Frog. And that made me realize that I needed to do the hardest task of my day first. So once I accomplish the hardest task, everything else is easy. Don't start with washing dishes, folding your clothes, things that aren't going to make you any type of revenue or any type of enhancement in your business. Start with the cold calling, the thing that you're dreading. And now once you've conquered that, you can conquer anything else throughout the rest of your day. So goal setting is super important, and I want you to do it every single day and write down exactly what you plan to do and stick to it. Number 3, meetups. Networking is going to be the key to success in any business that you're in. You need to meet the key players in your area. You need to meet key players all over the country. You need to meet key players that are going to help you succeed. Find a guru on YouTube to get started so you can consume some of their information, and then find local meetups so that you can go out in person and meet some of the people that are right in your neighborhood or your community that may be able to help you succeed. They may be able to give you a tip that you had no idea would change everything for you. You may even find your mentor at a meetup or your business partner. And you still want to do networking and meetups, I recommend virtually. Virtual meetups are just as amazing as in-person meetups, except sometimes you're going to be meeting people that are in different states or different countries instead of people that are local to your market. You can even do virtual meetups for the area that you're in using meetup.com, Eventbrite. Those are great sources of in-person and virtual meetups. The last thing that you can do is jump in Facebook groups that are targeted towards the business that you're in, as well as the area that you're in. Because in a lot of businesses, you're going to need resources that are specific to your area to succeed. The fourth thing is mastering mindset. This is an ongoing journey. This is an ongoing education, is mastering your mindset. As you get better in your business, as you go to the next phase of your business, you're going to continuously tweak your mindset. You're going to continuously grow your thinking. So you have to continuously work on making sure you're not thinking negative, making sure that you're being positive, making sure that you're organized for the next step in your business. My first problem was I didn't have enough leads. You want to know what my new problem is? I have too many leads to keep up with. So now I have a new problem to solve. How do I stay organized? How do I give all of my clients the same level of service, even though I have 100 times the clients that I started with? So there'll always be a new problem to conquer. And that's why you have to continuously tweak and work on your mindset. Mindset is going to get you through everything. So stay positive and stay inspired and use positive affirmations in audio. Number 5, leverage social media. I cannot harp on this enough. I love social media. I underutilized it when I first got started because I didn't know how to use it. These are free tools that help you reach the masses. You want to be top of mind. Whenever someone thinks of your business, you want them to think of you. And the best way to do that is using social media. If you're not social media savvy, start with the newsletter. Start collecting emails and make sure that you use a free platform to get in front of your clients consistently. But you want to give them value. You don't want to talk at them. You want to share something that will be helpful for them so that they see you as the expert. So once you're comfortable with email marketing, get on at least 2 social media platforms. Instagram is great if you have a visual business and it's a lot of pictures and you want people to see what you have. Facebook is great if you need to connect with old friends, college buddies, and you want to post and have a business page on there to grow your following and have them interact with you. LinkedIn is awesome for people who are business professionals and have a long resume and track record of success. People are looking to connect with you on there and they love to jump on calls to share what their business is, and in turn, you share what your business is. YouTube, I cannot stress enough. This is the way to clone yourself. I answer the same questions all the time, but if I make a YouTube video, I no longer have to do that. All I have to do is share that video with my client. Get a client to give us a video testimonial. Share that with the next client so they know that we're a reputable company. YouTube is powerful. It's powered by Google. It's searchable when people search your name. Just like everything that we do, people are going to look you up. We look up every single restaurant we go to before we eat at it. Why? Because we want to see the reviews. We want to see their menu, which is our website. We want to see that the people have a great experience, which is our client testimonials. So guys, do not sleep on social media. Social media is a game changer. And I would start off small. Start with 1 post a week, but put that on your weekly goals so that you hold yourself accountable to do so. You don't have to put your face on the videos. You don't have to put your face on your posts. It can just be a simple picture. It can just be you doing a voiceover and recording something else. So don't overthink it. Just start today. The 6th thing that I did is build teams. Building teams and leveraging other people is your key to success. It got to a point where my mom is my business partner in one of my companies, and I was a solo real estate agent. And it got to a point where even if I had new clients, I wasn't able to service them because her and I couldn't do everything for our nationwide investment company, and I couldn't do everything as a real estate agent. And we couldn't do everything in our multifamily commercial syndication team. So we had to bring on other people to make them successful, to teach them the ropes. And when you start teaching others and leveraging other people and making sure that they grow and that they have success, in turn, you will have success. And also, it's just such a rewarding feeling to help someone else, just like someone helped you in the beginning stages. So I can't stress enough, bringing more people on, giving them an opportunity to shine, giving them an opportunity to grow with you. It's just an amazing, amazing feeling. I love our team of nationwide investors that are a part of our Eminent Estates team. We help sellers out of pre-foreclosure, tax delinquency, inherited homes, divorce. There is nothing more rewarding than transforming someone's life through real estate by helping them out of a situation that they saw no way out of, by being the voice of reason to tell them that, yes, you can do this. The Thomas team, the team of phenomenal real estate agents under the Urban Realty Brokerage that believed in me to become part of my team. We help traditional home sellers and buyers through their situations and making sure that they feel supported and they're confident moving through real estate transactions. TGT Capital Group, that is our team of multifamily investors, and we transform lives through real estate by buying apartment buildings and making them even better for the people that live in those communities. So 3 great teams helping a massive amount of people across the country and soon to be globally. I could have never, ever in a million years imagined that I would be here in 2 years of being persistent and consistent. The first year and a half was a struggle. And if I would have gave up, I would have missed out on helping so many people. I would have missed out on the amazing people that are now a part of my life, that I talk to every single day, that are part of our teams, that make all the difference in the world. And I can't believe I'm getting emotional, but I'm just so grateful that I've been through this journey, for all the highs, all the lows, because it just means everything. And now I finally see this is my purpose in life. We all have a purpose in life. And if you don't start today, you don't know who's going to suffer from you not getting started. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs your business. Somebody needs your knowledge. Somebody needs you. And I just can't stress enough that don't sleep on your talent. Don't say, nah, it's not for me to be successful. It's everybody's birthright to be successful and prosperous. And I want that for you. If you don't get started today, I promise you, you're going to regret it. So if you do want to get started, or you just want to talk to someone, or, get some more guidance, I'm absolutely here for that. Make sure you comment below, or you get on my calendar if you just need a little bit of help, because I'm in the business of helping people, and so is everybody on our teams, because somebody helped us. And like I said before, the journey is always rough. But the key is to never put the car in park. Just keep hitting the gas, and I promise you that you'll make it to the top. Can't wait to see you there. Thank you for joining me. I hope this video was helpful. Peace.